we're back. Yeah, we came back for another girl talk between millennials and baby boomers.
Yay!
Hope you all had a good week this week, and it's Friday, y'all, so y'all can kind of relax. But
we're sharing right now, so y'all know the drill. Share this broadcast with any millennials or baby boomers that you know.
Yes. That's all you have to say?
Yeah, y'all could talk. I'm just sharing.
All right, Natasha's the sharing lady.
I like to share
today,
before we
Sade?
I'm okay. I had a pretty good week.
That's good.
It was challenging as always, but my husband made my day today because he just came and showed up with some flowers.
Oh, that is so sweet.
So he really made my day. So yeah, because he knew how hard this week has been for me, but
That's good.
I can't complain.
That's good.
That's how I feel.
That's awesome.
Even with everything going on.
Yes.
Right?
There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
But in spite of, we came today again, and we really would like for y'all to join in with us. We don't just want to have our girl talk. We want to include you all in it.
Right.
Because millennial and baby boomers, we're just a match made in heaven.
Yes.
We can be an awesome team. We can actually be the dream team if we get connected, if we realize our value when we come together and connect. So that's why we're having these girl talk.
And we're having fun.
Yeah.
We're just letting it all out how we feel, and you know, and it all comes together, like you say, match made in heaven.
Yeah. And we don't have no particular program or anything. We just come to chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just come to have girl talk, because you all know how girls like to talk.
Before we even hit live, we had already started talking about today's topics, and I was like, y'all, wait a minute, wait.
Yes. Y'all know how we like the chatter.
Yeah. So before we get into the topic, please let us know who you are in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know if you have any questions for us that maybe we can talk about in upcoming conversations. And, of course, please share this broadcast.
Please. And please, y'all, we want to hear y'all.
Yeah.
In fact, we want to somehow be able to, if anybody out there would like to be in our presence, come, we can get together or we can meet somewhere. Any other millennial or baby boomer, we would love to have different millennials and baby boomers to join us.
Yes,
and we're willing to connect and make it happen.
Yes.
Because everybody lives in a different place. So somehow, if you're interested to one day, even if you have a specific topic you'd like to talk about or you'd like to share, if there's something that you have deep concerns about, or something you want to share that could help somebody else, feel free. Like we said, we didn't plan this, and this is not anything scheduled. We just came to have some girl talk to see how we can bridge as millennials and baby boomers. But this afternoon, our topic, what we would like to talk about, we'd like to talk about 3 major concerns of baby boomers and millennials. The 3 major concerns. Now, I know we have a whole lot more because we're women and we're millennials and baby boomers. So I know there's a whole lot more concerns, but these were 3 that we just kind of thought about and thought that we would have our girl talk tonight about these topics. All right. The first one is...
That was good just now. You said, all right.
Y'all can tell I'm loving this. I just love to chat. I just love for girls to talk.
Do you know what lit means? Huh? I said you're lit.
Lady.
Lit.
Yeah, lady. Do you know what lit means?
No, baby
Take
boomer.
a guess.
I don't know. Tell me.
Lit means you're really amped.
All right. So that's a millennial thing.
Yeah.
Well, a baby boomer. I'm lit. I'm going to use it. I try to listen and get into some of the things that they say because I like to use it sometimes.
Sometimes she uses it in the wrong way.
Yes.
But we
Yes. Even sometimes when I'm preaching, that's why I like to connect with them because when I'm preaching and teaching, you have to be aware of your surroundings and you have to know who your audience is so that you can just kind of blend your message right in.
Yep.
Yes.
So, lit. Okay.
Yes, let's get
lit.
Let's get lit. So, let's go over the first concern between millennials and baby boomers. Maybe not between, but of millennials and baby boomers. And the first concern is struggling and making decisions.
You said this was for baby boomers?
For millennials, we're going to talk about it from a millennial standpoint and a baby boomer because it may be stronger for one of the area that the group than the other.
Okay.
So struggling, do you struggle in making decisions? Do you struggle because you worry about making the wrong decision? And do you struggle with this more in your relationships or your work or your career?
Yes, the general answer is yes. I do struggle to make decisions. Some areas are easier than others, I think.
Yeah.
As far as I don't know.
What about relationships?
Well, I'm not in a relationship, so I can't. Well, okay. Sade is married, so let her take that one.
Well, it don't have to be a love relationship. Relationship just in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for your career, sometimes you have to make really sound decisions as far as business.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just make the decision. Okay, this is Friday night, but I have some work, especially if I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Well, I think, it's still challenging to make those decisions because sometimes, even when I'm not seeing the results of the hard work, it can be easy to make the wrong decision. Like, okay, it's not working, let me just put it to the side and do something else instead of staying focused. So from that perspective, it is very hard to, stay sound because when everything's good, it's easy to make a decision and say, okay, it's going good, let me keep at it. But when it's rough, you wanting to give it up or put it to the side or take a break, and those are the times when you should push through. So from that perspective, I think I'll say decisions as far as being a mom, definitely hard. Because I think especially when you're co-parenting, it's even harder. And I co-parent. So it's a lot of decisions I have to make. And sometimes I have to make them not based on how I feel, but based off of what's best for Tyler.
Oh, that's good.
That's
yeah.
Really good.
So,
that's
and, I'm, both of us, we're first-time moms. And, it could be... We've never done this before.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not a one-time mommy. So, you've had some experience in making those decisions, but it's still it's a journey. You learn as you go and you try to just make the best choices. So I think from those two perspectives,
I think I do have, as far as making decisions, with big life decisions, like where am I going to live, what am I going to school for, because we want to make sure as millennials that we're going in the right direction. Speaking for me, I feel like all millennials this way, but you can correct me if you never felt like that, but I feel like we don't want to spend our life making a decision and learn that 5 years later is not what we want.
Right.
So it's like we just like we have to, whatever it is, we have, whether it's career focused, anything, we just don't want to make that decision. It's hard. We really analyze it. For me, it's even simple as getting a 9 to 5. It's hard for me because I have to sit and analyze, okay, so how's this going to work towards my future? You have to think about everything, the schedule with the kids at home, everything. And on top of that, you want to make sure that it's something that's going to look good on your resume. You want to step in, if it's not going to be where you're always going to be at, you want to step in stone to get to where you don't want to just work anywhere. I mean, that's just me.
I agree. I agree with that. Like, good. I think we do put like these, I don't want to say time constraints. Like, we don't want to waste any time doing stuff that's not gonna. Right. And I think that's a good way to be. Because not every millennial is thinking like that. They just kind of like, let me go do this just to get by or just to do this. And in some cases, you do have to make those decisions. Yeah. But I don't think, not everyone analyzes it kind of like how we do.
Yeah, I think we kind of afraid to like spend so many, because we only got. We, like me, I'm still in my 20s. Well, we both still in our 20s, so we only got this amount of time, but we don't want to spend so much time. Then when we find out when we get the 30s, and we like, man, I should have did this different. I should have did. We want to make sure we're doing, what we want to do in this time frame. That's why it's so, as far as making decisions, it is hard.
Yeah, y'all the instant generation.
Yeah, that's what
Millennials are instant. And as a baby boomer, my answer is, that's a broad question, really, making decisions, because everything is subject to change. In one season, you may make a decision that's totally different in another season of your life. That's what I've learned. So I don't think all the time it's a good or bad decision, I think you make the decision based on where you are at that time. Because 10 years from now, you may be, a decision may be put before you, and your decision may be totally different prior to 10 years earlier.
That's true.
But it's important to not be afraid to make the decisions that we have to make. And a lot of times we miss out on life because we're so fearful, or because how we was raised and brought up. We miss a lot of opportunities because we're afraid, or we have never seen the decision we make may be something new for our culture. It makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
And we're afraid to step out of the box.
Right.
So making the decision is very important. But one thing, I think that we shouldn't be afraid to make decisions. Rather, we think it's always good to try to make the best decision that we think at that time, but not be afraid to make decisions based on fear. I put it like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And what I've also learned, I agree with Sade, because every decision does matter, even if it's not the best decision. But what I've learned too is that every decision, whether it's the best decision or not, is the best decision, because somehow it's going to still connect to whatever your purpose is, or wherever you're going, if that makes sense.
That's good.
And Sade and I were talking before, just briefly, about like, even with internships and pursuing different career paths, some of the internships I did, even though I'm not in that industry anymore, I still took away something from it. Even, at that, if I were where I am now, I probably wouldn't have done some of those internships, because I would have been like, oh, well, if I'm not going to stay in the fashion industry, then why do the internship? Yeah. But looking back, I still have several of those relationships that are helping me in my current career. Hi, Martina. And, just the experience in general helped me just as a person, people skills, networking. So that's why I say, like, yeah, we do want to make the best decisions, but even if we don't make the best decision, it's still, you're still going to pull something from it, a lesson.
Yeah, you're going to learn from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Life is a big lesson.
That's
it's a big lesson. Okay, so that's our first concern. And you can ask yourself, you know, you can answer the question too. If you want to give us your input, you can on the first concern of millennials and baby boomers is that do we struggle in making decisions? So if nobody want to give their input, we'll go on to the next one. Our next concern. This is a biggie.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's about to get lit.
Real lit.
This is a big one, y'all. Millennials and baby boomers. Do we worry about money? Ding 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 ding.
Is that even a question?
Ding 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 ding.
That's like
look on. I think money is just not only a millennials and baby boomer. I think
Martina said yes.
Yes, Martina. Yes. Money, we all want more. We all desire a better quality of life. We all want to live a higher quality of life. We all want enough money to take care of our responsibility in the earth. But sometimes when we don't have enough money, another side question to that is, especially for the millennials, do you feel that sometimes because you don't have the money that you'd like, that you feel like you're undateable or unattractive, or you don't have the value that you would if you had, you know, at least a small amount of the money that you'd like, especially if you're still living with your parents? No?
No. And you know why? Because I feel like nowadays it's easy to, like, nobody know if you broke or not. Unless you're out here saying you broke.
Nobody knows.
And I ain't out here saying I'm broke. Okay?
That's right, because you're not supposed to look broke.
Because you're not supposed to, right?
Right.
Martina says, my self-esteem definitely does lower when her funds are low. Honest, true. I think, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I've never felt, you know, but
yeah, we've all been
there. Yeah.
I feel better when I have money, or if all of my bills are paid and I don't have any responsibility lurking. Money does, and you know, I say this all the time. The Bible says, money is the root of all evil. But sometimes I think people get that mixed up. You know, they act in this humility.
That they just, what they got is enough.
Right, that what they have is enough. But I do believe that it's the lack of money that's the root of all evil.
Yeah.
The lack of money. And why I say that is, get this, why I say that. I know that I feel better. I have more peace. My health is better. I can eat better. I can choose better quality of food. I can choose a better quality of where I live. I can choose a better quality of activities. My entire lifestyle could be a better quality. So that's why I do believe, read that, Todd, for me.
Yeah, I'll
the lack of money. When we don't have enough money, I think the Bible is talking about when we abuse money. When we allow money to become our God. Right. When we don't do what we're supposed to do with the money. When we're not good steward of the money.
Yeah.
But I do believe that we need money in order to carry out our assignment. Not just for ourselves, but to help other people too.
Right. And that's what Martina is saying in the comments. She's saying money should be viewed as a tool. God wants us to live in abundance. And
yes.
Yes.
So, Thank you, Martina.
Yes, because I mean, like how you said, to ask